Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I am with Phillip. What's up, Phillip?
Good evening or good morning. Yep.
What's up, Connor Farley?
Are we still talking about Doctor Fucking Who?
Well,
Tell me about it.
Here it is. Here it is. I have to make a disclaimer before we do the cast.
Go on then.
Okay, so subscribers, friends, frenemies, enemies, thank you very much for supporting the Real Whovians cast all these years, and thank you for the wonderful new subscribers. But this has to be a different cast today. Okay, so I do apologize for what you're about to hear. The only way I could make this the most fulfilling cast that can be, going by all these rumors and this nonsense, I have to be completely funny. And it might offend a lot of people with Doctor Who. People may get angry. Don't get angry. Just laugh. Don't take offense. Okay? I have to say it the way I say it because of this ridiculousness, this chaos in Cardiff, and all this stuff. So, again...
Can I also congratulate you actually on your recent notoriety, as you've actually been mentioned several times on a leading Doctor Who forum for your videos on this matter.
Really?
Yes,
I did not know.
You were. Yes, you were.
So,
I forgot
if
about
you've
that.
been seeing a recent influx of new subscribers over the last day or so, that's probably why.
Well, I appreciate that. I hope it's good things, not bad things. Well, let's make some more bad things. How about that, shall we?
We've been accused of pandering to the wind-up merchants.
All right. So let's basically, again, thank you, new subscribers. And again, this is a different cast. This is not your regularly scheduled Real Whovians cast. I have to be in this case, so please excuse me. Connor, forgive me. Okay. So Connor Farley, say you are like the BBC and you need a showrunner for Doctor Who, right?
Yeah.
What do you look for to make, what is the Doctor Who showrunner? Like, just picture Russell T Davies is labeled showrunner, and then coming after, you're hiring somebody. What do you look for as a showrunner of Doctor Who to get the job done? What is the main quality, the main thing the person has to be? I want to see if you get it right. All right? To be a showrunner.
It's a mix between a great writer and innovative.
You answered seriously, and I was looking for comedy. But okay. You're wrong, Connor. When you're looking to hire a Doctor Who showrunner, you are looking for an asshole.
That's what it seems to be these days.
A big asshole. In fact, every time you have a showrunner looking for a showrunner, the person has to be a bigger asshole than you. And in this case, when Stephen Moffat, who, as much as I loved him, I thought he was a genius, he was an asshole. And we loved that asshole, and at times we couldn't stand that asshole. But he was basically looking for someone to be egotistical, more of an ego, more of an asshole than he was. So he decided to hire Chris Chibnall, who he actually trained to be an asshole, prepped him to be an asshole, and made him drink like an asshole. So I'm going to give you an example of the assholeness in relation to chaos in Cardiff. Let's go back in time to when Chris Chibnall had a disagreement with the BBC.
Okay.
And he got mad, and instead of just, manning up or womaning up or man and womaning up or whatever kind of woke reference you want to use that's politically correct, Because he couldn't do that, and he was like a whiner and whatever, he was like, I'm leaving! I'm leaving! And Jodie's like, I'm leaving with them. They stormed off, blah, blah, blah. BBC's talking to them, can't do this, blah, blah. All right, we're back. So we got a showrunner, in my opinion, that holds grudges, right? And doesn't forget, and basically is trained to be an asshole like Stephen Moffat was an asshole. Like when Stephen Moffat told Jenna Louise Coleman, if you want to come back, it's okay. And she changed her mind the last minute. And he's like, it's okay. It's okay. And he had to rip up the scripts and subconsciously became an asshole with her and had her kill Danny Pink and be a real schmuck and a suck-ass companion. Yeah, he was an asshole. He made her got killed by a raven, right? Okay, like a bird. He's like, yeah, put her, she's going to die. Sucks, damn bitch, whatever. So he's an asshole. He has it in his head. He has grudges. He takes it out on his characters. He's an asshole. So that assholeness never went away. They forced him to do the New Year special. So now it came time where I heard this today, and this is ridiculousness. So we're going to be ridiculous with the ridiculous news. I heard this today that they forced him to have classic monsters. Totally against what he wanted to do. Totally what Doctor Who should be. Forced him to have classic monsters.
Yeah, but what's wrong with you? But you know what? In hindsight of how Jodie was received in her first season, maybe having classic monsters was put upon to help boost her for a second season.
Well, the thing is, if he has the asshole mentality, he's more of an asshole where he's not reserved like Moffat, where don't go too far or else you'll get fired. He will actually fuck with the BBC. So I heard this crazy rumor that I formulated in this opinion. Again, this is speculation based on speculation. So let's just take it at that. We hear this stupid rumor about female Daleks. Right? Stupid rumor. Wait a minute. We don't know if that's true. But this is a fantasy cast. So we're going to... Okay. So this picture, he's fucking angry with the BBC. He's really angry. He's forced to do shit. He already wimped out last time. Now he's fucking... She's like, you know what? I'll give you classic monsters. I'm going to basically put a message out to the BBC telling them to go fuck themselves. And I'm going to take a big dump on Doctor Who where I'm going to take their most fearsome monster, the most greatest monster there is, and make the monster shit. And make a female Doctor where they will lose their shit. Basin, you want me to bring back classic monsters? Oh, I'll bring them back. The Daleks have a feminine enemy, enemy. We're going to make a female Dalek to battle a female friggin' Doctor. Now, that's ridiculous. I heard this thing about a female Dalek, and I heard that they looked at this thing, they're like, what the fuck is this, Series 12? Pissed off, firing. Now, we don't know if this is true. But if it was true, it would make sense because he's an asshole. He wants to fuck with the BBC because he wants to get fired. In all actuality, he doesn't want to be there for 5 years. You know that, Phillip. He's already pissed off. He's looking for an exit strategy. So how do you get fired in Doctor Who, Connor? Do you make female Daleks? Do you start fucking with the monsters? I mean, basically, how do you get fired? Where you don't get fucking, you don't have to worry about the contract. You don't have to worry about getting a lawsuit. They fired you, so you're out of your contract. So you fuck with Doctor Who.
You say something offensive on Twitter because the only person I can recall that ever got really fired from Doctor Who is Gareth Roberts, and that's because he was quite offensive.
That was a crazy, but here's the thing, though. He wants to do it with class. Why not do it creative? Why not create shit that's canon? Actual shit. Like a female Dalek would be shit. Because there is no gender with the Daleks. Like, it's just, they're Daleks. But if you did that shit, you would really piss them off, wouldn't you?
And it would upset the Terra Nation estate people as well, because you're shitting on Terra Nation's creation.
So what if this shit is actually real shit? What if this shit is real shit? What if he's a ball buster and he put subliminal kind of messages in there, just like the person who did Doctor Who magazine put like a weird subliminal message, like this magazine sucks ass or whatever it was. Remember that, Phillip? What if he put subliminal messages in Doctor Who, giving them the finger for screwing with him and Jodie? And they saw that, and they knew it right away, that he had some fucking nerve. That would get him fired, wouldn't it?
Possibly.
Yeah, true.
But they already knew they were leaving anyway, so they did like a regeneration thing. Maybe things were taken out of context. Maybe he didn't walk out. Maybe Jodie didn't walk out. They already knew that he was going to do something to get fired, so they filmed her regeneration thing, and they saw this thing after she filmed it, and they're like, what the fuck? You're gone. And he's like, all right, but she's gone too because she regenerated. I took care of that shit. And it's like, oh, shit. That's just fantasy talk. Because these news today is so ridiculous. And again, I've never heard of a showrunner complaining, walking off, a doctor walking off like this. This is insane, literally. It really, really is. And you got to laugh at this, and you got to create some type of humor with it, because you got to make it how ridiculous the story is and everything. And the funny thing is that I've even seen on a BBC radio them talking about it, but nobody really wants to, from the BBC, open their mouth and flat out say it's bullshit. And they get their friggin' puppet Radio Times, which is so funny because every single time something with the BBC, it's like their secretary answering service. When did that happen? Because maybe they're in bed with the BBC, the Radio Times. Maybe. And they get all these views, and they get all these people buying the magazine, and they love to be the spokesperson for the BBC, but they're not really. So where is the BBC, I wonder? And the reason why I say that they're full of shit is because I remember when somebody was asking them if a missing episode was coming out, and they said absolutely not. And then 3 days later, that same episode was announced.
Yeah.
So they flat out lie, the BBC also. So if you don't want this to continue, really, then you answer the call from everybody, and you basically say, it's true, it's not true. The reason why they're not answering is because, and here we're speculation again, they don't want you to know that there's a Christmas special. They don't want you to know that Jodie Whittaker could be regenerating, because that would mean that they failed in their attempt at a female doctor. Not that it is a failure, but they will be seen that way. And all the videos to come and all the people to be out there will have a field day. And they will never hear the end of it, and they will lose their shit. And they will not be able to concentrate on a new doctor, and they're going to be so... It will truly be chaos for them. So they need some time to pick. If it is true, they need some time to pick another doctor. Now, if this is not true, if this whole story is not true, that Jodie's still there, Chibnall is still there, everybody is happy, joy, then riddle me this, Connor. Why can't the BBC say flat out, 100% on the Doctor Who BBC friggin' channel that, or tweet it, that everything is fine?
Because
everything's not fine. Simple as that.
Aha! No, Aha! But I think also it's because they feel that maybe they have nothing to really say, nothing to really comment on, because it's all just shit in the wind almost.
But you don't get that level of shit in the wind without any kind of.
It's almost like they're not even bothering to reply to it because they're that dismissive of what it's trying to say.
Yeah, but that's a dangerous.
So you're saying they're like, oh, how dare you ask us this question? We're the BBC.
It's almost like you're stupid for thinking that. Like we're not even going to dignify this with a response.
So they basically let the house burn down. Like, they won't put water to put it out. They'll let the house burn down rather than get involved. They'll let this go on into a frenzy for weeks where it gets beyond control because they could have just stopped it. And this is their strategy because you know what? People are talking about Doctor Who again. So they're using this. People who haven't been talking about Doctor Who, maybe because you haven't allowed them to show pictures or video, and now everybody's talking about Doctor Who. IGN is talking about Doctor Who. We always talk about Doctor Who, but I can't always do casts like I want to, but now we're talking about it. So now, let them promote Doctor Who. Could that be it? That this is bullshit, but they don't want to say anything because they love it, that there's attention to Doctor Who. I mean, what do you think? All of a sudden, everybody's making videos about it lately. That's good PR.
It's definitely given Doctor Who a level of press and attention that it hasn't had in quite a while. So it's almost done its job.
Right.
I even said yesterday, you know, even if they should keep this going almost, they should, like, I almost hope it's true because it gives the show the attention that it needs.
Yeah, but it's negative attention, though. It's not positive attention.
Yeah, but all press is.
Well, you said to me that I was mentioned, which I don't even know I was mentioned. Was it negatively?
Well, it was 50-50.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that people don't understand, okay? I don't do 1,600 casts if I hate something, okay? I've been watching Doctor Who since I was 5 years old, okay? I had shower curtain Doctor Who things. I had Doctor Who in every room in the house. I have Doctor Who on top of my fridge. You could ask Sharon. There's TARDISes everywhere. There's pillows everywhere. There's Doctor Who everywhere. Thank God I got the perfect girlfriend to allow that. But I'm going to tell you, there's Doctor Who everywhere in the bedroom. Everywhere. There's TARDISes there everywhere, okay? I bought cases and cases and cases of Titans. I've been throwing all my money away towards Doctor Who because I love Doctor Who, all right? Now, if we don't like something, of course, we'll come on here and be like, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. But make no mistake about it, I love Doctor Who, all right? And just like you, loved Doctor Who, and you thought it was going to be the greatest thing with a female doctor, now you're not crazy about it. That doesn't mean you really hate Doctor Who. You may not like what's going on right now, but there's always a regeneration. There'll be a new doctor. You like Doctor Who still? No?
Yeah, cool.
I mean, common sense.
No, not really.
You didn't like Smith, but you loved Capaldi.
But for me, it almost feels now like I've reached the point where I've grown out of it. I can't watch an episode without, and maybe it is because like the Jodie era has sort of magnified this. I almost feel like I can't watch it now without feeling like I'm watching a kids show.
Yeah.
But you know what, though? The one thing I can tell you with that is, and again, every time the Doctor regenerates, it's a new show. This is temporary.
I agree, but it's
going to go away. Like, it's not going to remain the same.
I don't think that they're ever going to get to a level of maturity and drama and tension or anything.
Exactly. I mean, that's right. I mean, if you look at the John Pertwee era,
where I will care about it.
So why can't? Here's the thing. Look, we joke around and we say stuff about Moffat, right? But Moffat really, I know he really did care and he loved the show because you could see it in even the damn trailers. The emotional attachment, the music of Murray Gold, like it was really deep. The Pandorica, the whole scene, Amy, like he goes in every damn trailer. He did mini-sodes. He really loved Doctor Who. Well, he's probably an asshole, but he loved Doctor Who. He had an ego, but he loved Doctor Who. And you go from that, and as Moffat's era comes down the line, once we get to Capaldi, there's something there that he just doesn't click with Capaldi. And Capaldi's different with different writers, and Capaldi really loves the role of Doctor Who, but Moffat started to not like Doctor Who that much, or not something happened and it was like a little bit detached, a little bit sadness, a little bit why is these episodes happening? And then all of a sudden, when he's leaving, we get one of the greatest things I've ever seen, Master and Missy, and I was like, wow, this is great. Mondazzi and Sidemen. So why couldn't we have this the whole season, right?
Because in fact, this is exactly what Moffat said. He was without inhibition. He had no boundaries that he had to stop at. He went a bit crazy with Series 10. He wrote what he wanted to watch, rather than he almost kind of like saved the best till last.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think Series 10 is probably Moffat's best season.
I would agree with that, because I didn't like Capaldi.
I don't know. I think his best season.
I actually think that Series 10 is 12 weeks of television was wonderful. It was good episode after good episode after good episode after good episode.
Well, besides the monk one, the monk ones were a bit different.
That was terrible. But his mom died, though. I didn't know that. His mom, Vaughn told me his mom died and that he was so upset that the writing just went in the toilet and they just did a hodgepodge shit. And that's why it looked like all weird. Like, it's like just rushed and whatever, put together with masking tape. But,
that's understandable then.
What episode's that?
The Monks trilogy.
Oh yeah, the Monks trilogy was the weakest part, but I think overall it felt like Doctor Who. It certainly had my favourite finale.
It was like the end game, 6 months to the 5 years of the end
game. I just think that Moffat he got a great Doctor in Peter Capaldi, and he got a great companion. I think Bill was the standout of Series 10. She was great.
I really loved Clara, but I feel he ruined Clara.
Yeah, he did.
Because I really loved her with Matt Smith, but then when she got with Capaldi, I was like, what the fuck is happening? Really?
Yeah.
It turned her into a bitch and to a just whatever. And I'm like, I don't understand what was happening. But we always said, like, the Doctor has to have his own companion. That's his, not a carryover. You know what I'm saying? So Bill was the actual, a companion that's his companion,
Yeah.
But look, here's the thing. Again, I don't know these people from Adam that you're telling me that they mentioned me, and my thing is this, right? I do these shows because I love it. I love Doctor Who. And again, I'm going to say if I don't like something, and I'm going to laugh at stuff if it's a joke. I'm going to make fun of it. I'm going to, whatever. But the thing is, the day that I don't like it is the day we don't do the Real Whovians cast anymore. And honestly, we're going to probably have another 1600 Real Whovians cast. And people could talk about us all they want, but no one has more podcasts than I do. And I'm going to say that. So it's nice thank you for mentioning me. I don't know if you like me or not, but you're probably never going to reach the amount of podcasts I have. It's okay, but I love Doctor Who more. So we'll probably have 3,500 casts. We'll probably have 5,000 casts. And if you count the videos I got with Doctor Who there's thousands. So God bless you. I mean, I hope you like me. And if you don't, that's fine. I'm still going to do my thing, whether we have, 5 views or 500,000 views or a million views or whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm going to talk about Doctor Who, and that's it.
Let's clarify. They were only having a dig at the bit where you were going about Disney, how Moffat was taking over Disney and all that as well.
Listen, here's the thing you have to understand.
Yeah.
When you have to play the game, and everybody plays the game. Everybody gets in good. He got in good with Spielberg. Spielberg mentioned him. Okay? Robert Downey Jr. came to the award show with a sonic screwdriver. Okay? Tom Hanks was talking about Doctor Who. Okay? Obviously, all this stuff is going on during Moffat's era. All right? And different things. Okay? He had Matt Smith's sonic screwdriver. So, you have a family. BBC is not forever. You want to branch out in Hollywood. And I don't really think it's a joke because, honestly, look at Karen Gillan. People loved Amy Pond. She got the job because of her role in Amy Pond. The Rock loved her because she's Amy Pond. Okay?
Yeah.
The Rock asked for Amy Pond. Okay? Who was doing the episodes of Amy Pond? Who created Amy Pond? Stephen Moffat. Okay? Did Stephen Moffat get the job for Jekyll? That's what I heard. He's going to write Jekyll with Chris Evans, Captain America. So, is it out of the realm of possibility that Stephen Moffat would want to work for the most biggest company ever, Disney? No, not at all. Not at all. Because when you want to go and make movies, you want to go for the best. And if you get to be in Marvel, Disney, Lucasfilm, under the Disney label, you've done it. And what is Matt Smith? Matt Smith's in what? Star Wars? And what is he in? Morbius? And what is he in? Doctor Strange? Wow! Let me tell you something right now. Not only did he get Star Wars, not only did he get the Marvel Universe connected with Sony, but not fully Marvel Universe, whatever you call it, he's in the MCU too. He's Nightmare in Doctor Strange too, right? The Multiverse of Madness. So, who was he from? Stephen Moffat. Louise Coleman. Was she in Captain America? Yes. Stephen Moffat. Was Arthur Darvill in the Broadway play once? That I was waiting to see him, but guess who came to talk to him? And I'm outside holding my life. Stephen Moffat. Didn't get to see Arthur Darvill. Stephen Moffat visited. He was in a Broadway play. Is he on Legends Tomorrow? As a Time Master? Arthur Darvill. Stephen Moffat. Came from him.
Okay.
You don't mean to tell me that he has feelers out all over the place that sends them out like soldiers and makes connections to lure him in. You don't think so? Absolutely. Absolutely. Stephen Moffat in the future will be doing major motion pictures, will be with Disney, will be doing crazy stuff, and you heard it from me. And I'm telling you to this day, I say it over and over. It's happening, okay? Because why would you just stop if you could rise? Why? You know, once that Dracula, and he did, didn't he? He made it to HBO. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. He's on HBO Max. Time Traveler's Wife is an HBO show. He made it before Doctor Who did.
Fair enough.
Stephen Moffat. Remember the name. So you mean to tell me that maybe with him doing stuff with the Time Traveler's Wife, maybe there wasn't talk like bring Doctor Who to HBO Max? Give Doctor Who money? You don't think he still has pull with Doctor Who? Stop it. You're embarrassing yourself. Stop it. This is what I'm trying to say. People cannot connect the dots. I can connect the dots. He's got it. He's stuck. He took the fishing pole, threw it out there, got HBO, got a major motion picture with Chris Evans, got all these things. So he's going to do his Dracula. He's connected with who? Benedict Cumberbatch, Martin Freeman. Wow, how many feelers does he have out there? He has a lot of friends.
Well,
You mean to tell me not one of them is going to get him into Hollywood making stuff?
Well, of course they will. I mean,
Of course, absolutely tootly. I don't think people realize that. Even Catherine Tate has been doing movies. David Tennant doing things. I mean, come on now. He has more friends than anything. He's definitely going to have that Disney connection.
Well, yeah, he will.
No, Connor, am I saying anything wrong?
No, not really.
No. Does it make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where did Mark Gatiss go? Game of Thrones? Who did he bring back? Did he bring them back some food? No, he brought them back Maisie Williams. No, he brought them back this person. No, did they grab people from Harry Potter? Absolutely. Come on. You kidding me right now?
Okay, we get your justification.
Thank you. Stephen Moffat, Disney. Just remember when you're avoiding that, all you people that, finally see my cast, remember to say the name Matrix Lord 212. Not 212. Matrix Lord 212 said it. You watch these 8,000 shows, 8,000 videos, look at my stuff, and then you can say, that's all. I don't want money. I want recognition. That's it.
Wow.
So, yeah. I still say he should do a Gremlins. Still want that. That didn't happen. Anyway, this Dalek thing is this is the most absurdest thing. If Stephen Moffat did create female Daleks, that is the equivalent of saying "F you, BBC." And if he did do this, Connor and Phillip, that is him saying "F you, BBC." That's the only thing that means. F you, BBC. Because he's taking the piss, as you guys say, or the pish or whatever, with the BBC for forcing him to use classic monsters. So he's kind of like doing it intellectually. Sort of like in Game of Thrones when they would insult each other without really, like just saying long lines, just ripping the piss out of each other, just insulting them with these famous words. That's exactly what he did. If he created a female Dalek, that's taking the piss. And you would be fired, of course, because you're shitting on an iconic villain, obviously. But I don't think that's true. I hope that's not true.
There's nowhere near.
That's nonsense.
No.
So what, BBC? I hope you're having fun with this. And again, I hope don't take offense. Any showrunners like Russell T Davis or Stephen Moffat or Chris Chibnall, because I know if something ever happens and I want to bump it into them, I'm probably going to get beat up. They're probably going to stab me, or they're going to probably kill me and then bring me back to life and kill me again. I don't know. But I hope not. But anyway, I love Doctor Who. We have fun on here, don't we?
Yeah.
I think we do. You got to have fun. If you don't have fun, what the hell is the point? Really?
Mm-hmm.
So thank you. I was wondering thank you for explaining to me where these subscribers came from. Because if I didn't know any better, I think it'd be like Troll 1, 2, and 3, and then making 100 accounts and then deleting them every week and screwing with the analytics and everything else. But if it's actual subscribers, thank you. Hope you enjoy the Real Whovians cast and the Everything Show and all the other shows we have. Anything else, Phillip? Did we hear anything today that's any clarity?
No. All it is as you said earlier at the top of the cast, that no news is good news, basically. Because the BBC aren't coming forward with any kind of explanations.
Chaos and Carter continues.
Yeah, so it's all quiet.
And thank you, YouTube, for blocking my 1,600 Real Whovians cast, like making it yellow and not suitable for advertisers and stopping the monetization. It's real nice. I mean, a 1,600th cast you messed with. That pissed me off a little bit. But we'll just make more, shall we? That's it. I'm glad we're doing Real Whovians. I just wish it would be under better circumstances. Oh, and whoever keeps saying these stupid things, I don't even want to hear it. Stop telling me crap and stop putting stupid things out there that she's pregnant. Just because she's a damn woman doesn't mean she gets pregnant. Stop it with this stupid shit. You effing idiots.
Are you telling me, right, as an actress, she's not allowed to have sex with a
husband? She is, but she's not gonna get pregnant. That's all. You really believe that? They said that every year. Listen. Everybody knows when it was first announced with Jodie Whittaker being a doctor, I must have said the most amount of F words in history. Not that it was actually Jodie Whittaker, but it was a female doctor. I was pissed. I threw K9. I was angry, right? It took what? And we do a lot of casts. It took what? 500 casts later? Yes, 500 casts later, probably. 500 casts later for me to actually accept her and warm up to her and be like, oh, she's cool? 500 casts probably, because we do a lot of Real Whovians casts, a lot of Doctor Who. And by the way, for some reason, I still don't understand why people don't know Real Whovians cast means we're Doctor Who fans. Do I have to put Doctor Who in the title if it says Real Whovians? Probably not, but Somebody should get a clue. Real Whovians cast is Doctor Who. So yeah, there are people that hate Jodie Whittaker, and I understand that, but I accepted her after a while. I mellowed. I had an open mind, and I'm like, oh, and how many times Phillip and Connor and I say I want to see her do 3 seasons? How many times did I say that?
A few times.
Quite a few times. Yeah, I want to see her. I want to see her prove. Listen, here's the thing. She should have every opportunity, and every doctor has. She should have her moment to shine. I said from day one, I want you to throw the kitchen sink at her. That phrase is throw the Daleks, throw the Cybermen, throw everybody at her and see how she does. I wanted that her first season. I didn't get that. Now we're getting.
Now you're getting it though. Yeah, exactly. You're getting it.
But it might be a little too late though, because I mean I want to see. Not only do I want to see her face everybody, but I want to see how it is afterwards, after she defeats them all. That's the point. It's the journey. It's the Jodie Whittaker journey. Okay. I want to see her evolve as a doctor. I want to see her accepted. Nobody wants to have a doctor that sucks. Nobody wants to hate a doctor. Give her all the tools she needs to succeed. I want to see her go through this. I don't want her to leave this season because I want her to do another season. I want her to have 3 seasons minimum. Because when all was said and done, she gave it her all. She had a lot of episodes, and she either proved herself or she didn't. But she had every opportunity to prove herself.
But do you think that she'll become, once she's done, she'll become the forgotten doctor?
I don't know, because I don't know what this season's going to be. But I really don't want to see her regenerate. I want to see her go, because you know what it is? I'm sorry. I want her to stay. I don't want Chris Chibnall to stay. I really don't, because I don't like his whole style, the way he sees the show. He doesn't care. Moffat wanted the show in America. Russell T. Davies a little bit in America. Moffat wanted it in America. They put it on buses. They put it everywhere. It became big over here, right? He doesn't care about that. He doesn't want it in posters in Times Square. He doesn't want it in panels. He doesn't care about merchandise. He doesn't care. He just wants money to do it. He doesn't care about getting the money from China and then honoring the deal. He just wants to do it. He doesn't have a care like Moffat had a care or Russell T. Davies had a care. He sees it as a job. He doesn't see it as like, in fact, the moment he had an opportunity when he was young and 15 or whatever he was ripping the piss of Doctor Who on TV.
Yeah.
Shitting on it. Not praising it, shitting on it. So it's a job to him. It's a milestone to him that the show he bashed in the past, he gets to do it. But I don't want to see him be the one to continue. I see him as messing up the show. And I don't blame Jodie, and I want him gone. And I want somebody else to take in that's going to care like Moffat. But I don't want her to be like, I'm going with Chibnall. Forget about this loyalty shit. You're an actress. Stay and with somebody else. And prove yourself. Because you imagine she's with another showrunner and it's the greatest season you've ever fucking seen ever? You would lose that opportunity if she left. I think he's holding her back, and I think he's hindering her, and I think him saying stupid shit like not watching any episodes of Doctor Who, that's a mistake. I think so, and that's what I have to say. And we'll do another cast. All right, guys. Take care. Bye for now.